Hey guys, welcome to the Welsh Dragon Brewery and another Homebrew Wednesday. This one's going to be a quick one this week. I did bang on a little bit last week, so we're going to try and get this one done over and quickly. As some of you may know, I've already started on the Brew Day Chronicles. I've got 2 up there right now. I did mention on those, bearing in mind I did those videos a couple of months ago when I was just playing around. But I edited, fuck it, you know what I'm trying to say. I sorted them out and I got them up, and I did mention in them that I was going to do a taste test on the Homebrew Wednesday. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep my Homebrew Wednesdays for my updates, new things coming up, so on and so forth. And one of the things that I've come up with in relation to the taste tests is I'm going to do the Brew Day tasting videos separate, so they're going to be called the Brew Day Chronicle Tasting, or Tasters, or I haven't really quite decided on what yet, but that's what I'm going to be doing. But that being said, the wines that I brewed, are done, they're bottled. There's the white one, just beautifully clear. Not looking too bad. And also the red, which you can't see through. It is clear. I don't have a light to help me with that, but never mind. We will go through those on the first Brew Day tasting video. And again with the cider, and I have made additional changes to these brews, the wines and the cider, so I'll go through them with you on the taste testing videos. Let's get these out of the way. Incidentally, I've got 35 bottles out of each brew, the wines that is, this cider I kegged. Now moving on. One of the other things I want to do is I want to experiment a little bit more. Now, I'm going to do another, well, it's not something I've not done before. I did start doing them, but for whatever reason I just steered away. So I'm going to go back to the Welsh Brewer experiments. I did a couple last year, but I never went back to them. Anyway, one of the things that I'm going to do is I've got these. Now, this is the Milestone kit. They were on sale in Wilkinson's. These are the 2-can kit with yeast. Now, for the Brew Day Chronicles, I'm going to brew one of these as is. And to mess about with, because they were expensive to start with, I think they're like, well, I say expensive, about 22 quid, something like that. I got that one for a tenner in the sale. But Wilkinson's have decided to discontinue this range. They've not been stocked altogether. I think you can buy them elsewhere, but Wilkinson's aren't selling them anymore. So I found one on the reduced shelf for a whopping £2. It'd have been rude not to buy it. Do you know what I'm saying? So with that one, I'm going to do a Welsh Brewer experiment. I am going to try and alter it. I may even split, because it's a 2-can kit, I may even split the cans and do 2 separate styles with those cans. Yeah, do like a mini mash with some grains, do a boil, add hops, dry hop, put some dark grains in there, whatever. It was £2. If it goes down the sink, I've spent £2 on the kit, a couple of quid on the grains, no biggie. So yeah, so we're going to experiment with that. So we could take a 2-can kit and make 2 brews out of it. So yeah, so I might do that this weekend. I want to do some other God, brain's farting tonight. I want to get some more experiments going on. I've been collecting juice from cans of cherries, and on the can it says I don't have one to hand, but on the can it says it's just water and sugar, basically with the cherries in the can. You know, use the cherries in cakes or pies or whatever. And I've saved the juice. Now I think I've got about 2 litres of juice, so I'm going to try and make a wine with that. I'm going to probably add some sugar, and I've got some of these as well. I don't know if you've got a Wilkinson's near you, but they've got they did have a 20% off sale. I don't know if it's still running. I haven't been it was there a week ago. I haven't been since. I'll try and pop in over the next couple of days to see if it's still there. It's still going. So yeah, so we've got a couple of experiments. We've got our next Brew Day Chronicles. I'm going to do a couple of all grain batches as well. I'm going to do a blonde ale, and I'm going to do what was the other one I was going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to have another crack of the pumpkin ale. Now last year I went to make a pumpkin fucking hell. Went to make a pumpkin ale. I should come up with bloody subtitles. But it didn't quite turn out. When I cooked the pumpkin, I must have done something wrong because it went all grey. It looked a bit stodgy and manky, and I decided at that point not to put it in. But I'd already started the brew, so I did put the spices and whatnot in there, and you know, all in all, it came out okay. I wasn't entirely blown away by it, but I wasn't completely disappointed either. So yeah, we're gonna revisit that. I know some of you have made the pumpkin ale using the canned pumpkin, but I'm not going to. I'm going to actually buy some fresh pumpkin. I'm going to bake it off, and I'm going to put it in a secondary as opposed to in the mash, as I know a lot of people have had trouble with stuck sparges, and I just don't want to make a mess of my mash tun, to be honest with you. You know, I think it's just going to be too messy. So if I'm gonna roast the pumpkin, I'll bake it in the skin. I'll take the seeds out, of course. In the skin, bake it, and then I'm just gonna take it out of the skin, chop it up into pieces, bucket. I'm gonna pour the beer over that, and just let that infuse for a few days to a week or whatever. I'll see. What I'll do is I'll do little taste samplings every now and again and see where I get to. But I think 5 to 7 days I think is going to be what I'm going to do with that, and I think that will do me for this week. There will be plenty more of the Brew Day Chronicles. I want to do them continuously, try and get at least one out every couple of weeks. Same with the Welsh Brewer Experiment, and you know, and my Homebrew Wednesdays. I'll keep you sort of updated on what I'm doing, what's coming next, stuff like that. But try and keep these short. I know last week was like half an hour. Even I was bored. You know, watching it back, I go, oh, really? I turned it off. So yeah, but we've got plenty of things to do. Plenty of grains, plenty of wine kits. I do have another cider kit up there that I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do next. And not to mention the Brew Day tastings. I have got those spice ciders that I did earlier on before the summer. I haven't got any footage of that, but you know, it was basically a kit cider and just put stuff in. I think a few Homebrew Wednesdays ago, there is some footage of what I've done, what I've put in place, especially when I was putting the spices in there. I do think I remember doing a few tastings as well, straight from the secondary, but they're all clear, carved up, and ready to go. So yeah, and that's it, guys. So until next week, cheers. Take it easy, guys. See you later.